Models and motors and generators and devices. What we have here is a permanent magnet flywheel type device with 4 magnets that are driving magnets and 4 magnets that are sense magnets. There's a small metal, small sensor. It's a Hall sensor, which lets the flywheel know where in space the magnets are and right at the right time. It pulses it to keep it turning. As it turns, this coil is actually capturing much of the energy, and if we look at the scope here, we can see some of the waveforms that are coming off the coil. It's a bifilar coil. There are two coils in one, and the upper one is the pulsing coil, and the lower waveform is basically the backwards wound recovery coil. And those spikes you see are energy that is being captured by the relays that you hear clicking. Those spikes of energy are being directed into, for example, this capacitor, which is charging up as you watch this meter charge up that capacitor and then dump it into this battery bank. You can see the voltage on the battery bank, and that battery bank is also driving the pulse width modulators and relays systems and all the timing circuits. So you see it's capturing that energy and dumping it into the battery pack. At the same time, the pulsing coil or driving coil is also, through this rectifier and this pulse width modulator, through these capacitor banks, capturing this energy and redirecting it back directly into the charging battery. So we are conserving and recovering energy that would otherwise just be thrown away. Also, this is the current that the pulsing coil is drawing. So less than half an amp, like 400 milliamps or so, somewhere in that area, which is very modest for what this device is producing. Once again, we have these waveforms to look at the energy that's actually being generated by this coil in magnet configuration. Once again, the spikes you see are being captured, redirected into capacitors, translated, and dumped into batteries. There's one small step of alternative energy ideas, and to be sure there'll be more later, more refinements, and I'm sure we'll be doing more as we finish those projects.
Another intriguing energy device is the Bedini Permanent Electromagnetic Motor Generator, developed probably in the late 1990s but presented to the world in 2002. It uses a magnetic attraction repulsion technique as well. We can see the voltage that the batteries are providing. You can see it jump up as the relay clicking right there is taking power or energy from the coil into the capacitor. You see on the left into that white battery pack. That is the driving circuit, which is providing the timing and the gating to pulse to turn the wheel. Here's the Hall sensor, the timing mechanism. And the coils that are driving the flywheel. As you can see, you have a pulley attached, ready to do mechanical work, real work.